Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long time since I've done a video, so I appreciate you checking this one out. And to all you subscribers, I really appreciate it. This is going to go back to, we're going to look back at some other Western African rhythms, right? So West African rhythms applied to the drum set, and all this stuff is based on Royal Hartigan's teachings, which I've talked about in several of my lessons. Big fan of. Haven't had a chance to do any for a while, but I thought it'd be nice to kind of jump back in with a video with something from that series. Okay, so we're going to start right away. Basically, all the patterns we look at today are going to be in 3/4 time. And what's great about Royal Hartigan is that within the books he's done, a lot of these patterns he's taken, and then he's given examples of what would happen if you shift the pattern over a 16th note. So again, this is in 3/4 time. So you figure if you're thinking of it in 16th note pulses, there's 12 different variations that you can have just of one rhythm, which is really cool. We're going to look at 3, I think, today. That's it, the first 3. But that'll be plenty. And it's really amazing if you just shift that over a 16th note, how much of a difference it makes in terms of the sound of the rhythm. So let's get started. I'm going to do this like I normally do these things, and I think you should too. It's just one piece at a time. So you'll see the rhythm on the screen, and then we'll start with the feet, add the right hand, and then add the left hand. So with just the feet, it's going to be like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3. Now let's add the right hand. One, two, three, 1, 2. Now the left hand. And if you want to sing the quarter note, that might not be a bad idea. Something like this. Da, 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 da. A little faster. Slower. Okay, so that's pattern 1. And again, this is West African rhythm for a drum set, and these are all inspired by Royal Hartigan. I've said on many of the lessons that you should check out some of his books. So let's look at the same pattern. We're just going to shift it over a 16th note. Take some time on this. We'll be right back. Okay, so here's number 2. Now, that didn't sound right, did it? In this example, and in all the examples, the feet are going to stay the same. Okay, so you're still going to have the 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2. The hands shift. 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2. So that's going to sound like with the right hand. 2, 3. Okay. By the way, that was the left hand add-in, right? Slower. Okay. Okay. So I love those rhythms. I don't see how you could be a drummer and not love those rhythms. But anyway, same thing as the last one. Take your time on this. Get the kick down, which you should start getting down by now, right? And then I don't know what this is. And then play get the ride pattern happening, right? All right, so let's look at the next one. Maybe we'll do 4 of these. We'll see. All right. All right, here's number 3. Okay. I don't know where I was going with that. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What's great about these rhythms is obviously they're very interesting on the kit, but they're so good for your independence, okay? And I didn't do it, I don't think, the last two examples, but I do think that you should sing that quarter note because that fifth limb, the voice, is a really good way to build independence. I was just hitting that microphone. That probably wasn't good. Anyway, okay, so let's take a look at one more of these. Okay, guys, so this is the last example. And remember, we took the original rhythm and shifted it 1/16th note over. This is, of course, Royal Hartigan's, right? The patterns that he interpreted onto the drum set. And again, I am by no means an expert at this stuff, nor do I claim to be. I hope, if anything, that by watching these videos, you guys will get inspired and you go out and check out Royal Hartigan stuff, because I do think this is something that's sorely lacking in, on YouTube videos. There's a lot of kind of the same type of stuff, but I don't think a lot of this type of stuff. And I think that hopefully this approach or these examples will help you seek out different ways to, create on the drum set. Okay, so I haven't really messed with this one much at all. I haven't really messed with any of these other than the first one. But let's see what happens. So feet, right? Sorry. Okay, and if you really want to get adventuresome, take the whole Gary Chester philosophy and sing each part. I haven't done that. I probably will never do that. Maybe someday. But that's another really good way to build up your independence. Just singing the quarter note and playing this stuff takes a second. And I would say, looking back at the 4 examples we just did, the hardest one for me was probably the 3rd example. And I think it was because it had that on the ride. I don't know why that was throwing me off, along with the fact that it was starting with the floor tom pattern as 1E. So again, you could take any pattern, really, and shift it over 1, and it'll completely change the sound of that pattern, right? Because now the relative quarter note is, everything's falling different against that pulse, right? So I hope you enjoy this stuff. Again, check out Royal Hartigan stuff. That's first name is R-O-Y-A-L, like Royal, and then Hartigan, H-A-R-T-I-G-A-N. He's got 2 books that I own, and I would love to, take a year off from everything and just study that stuff, but that's never going to happen. Well, you never know. But also, if you guys enjoy this and you'd like to, contribute some money to it, that would be awesome. Maybe I will be able to do that if I get enough people, which I won't. But, $2 is better than nothing. So, if you find it worthwhile and you get something out of it, it's appreciated. No big deal either way. Hopefully I'll get around to making some more of these videos sooner than later. I know it's been over a month now. So, okay, that's it. Until next time, thanks for stopping by.